When a man truly feels safe with you, it goes far beyond simple affection or attraction. It's a quiet, powerful connection that doesn't always need words. It's in the way he relaxes when you're near, the subtle comfort he shows in small gestures, and the trust he places in your presence. Emotional safety is one of the most intimate things a man can give, yet it's often overlooked. Unlike physical closeness, emotional safety is a deep, unspoken bond, a reassurance that he can be entirely himself without fear of judgment, rejection, or criticism. When he feels this way, you're no longer just someone in his life. You become his anchor, his confidant, and the one he instinctively turns to in moments of uncertainty. You might notice it in small, almost invisible ways. He shares thoughts he wouldn't share with anyone else. He confides fears and past experiences he's kept hidden for years. He laughs freely, shows vulnerability, and even acts silly without hesitation. These moments are powerful because they're not forced. They happen naturally. Emotional safety isn't built overnight. It's earned through trust, consistency, and understanding. When a man demonstrates it with you, it means he has chosen to lower his guard completely, allowing you to see his authentic self. Feeling safe also changes the way he interacts with challenges. When life gets stressful or decisions feel overwhelming, he instinctively leans on you, seeking guidance, support, or simply comfort. He's no longer alone in carrying the weight of his worries because he trusts that your presence is a source of calm. This sense of emotional security also encourages him to dream bigger, to share ambitions he might never reveal to others, and to plan a future with you in mind. In short, emotional safety is about presence, trust, and authenticity. It's about knowing that someone can see you fully and still choose to stay. And the beauty of it is that he doesn't need to announce it. His actions, his openness, and his quiet gestures say it all. Over the next few minutes, we're going to explore 15 silent signs that show he feels completely safe with you. Signs that reveal emotional attachment, trust, and vulnerability in the most profound ways. If you've ever wondered whether he's truly letting you into his heart, paying attention to these subtle signs will give you all the answers you need. 1. He opens up about his fears. When a man truly feels safe with you, he doesn't hide the things that scare him. These fears might be small, like anxiety over work or social situations, or deeper, like insecurities about failure, relationships, or his past. Sharing fears is an act of vulnerability, and most men hesitate to do this unless they completely trust someone. The fact that he opens up about these fears shows that he feels your presence as a safe zone, somewhere judgment doesn't exist, where he can be his full self. You might notice him mentioning worries about his career, money, or even personal relationships, without fear of criticism. He may admit when he feels overwhelmed or uncertain, which he likely never does with friends or colleagues. This level of openness is silent but profound. It signals that he believes you won't use his fears against him. In a way, it's also a form of emotional intimacy. By showing what unsettles him, he's inviting you into his inner world. When a man shares these aspects of himself, it's more than conversation. It's trust. He's subtly saying, I believe you won't abandon me even when I'm at my weakest. Over time, this sharing becomes a bridge of connection, strengthening the bond. It's a clear sign he feels emotionally secure and emotionally anchored to you. 2. He shares his personal thoughts without hesitation. A man who feels safe with you doesn't filter every thought or constantly consider what you might think of him. He shares ideas, opinions, and reflections freely, whether they are trivial observations or deep, meaningful insights. This openness reflects trust. He believes that you won't judge, ridicule, or dismiss him. Unlike casual interactions where someone might hold back, here he speaks without hesitation, even when his thoughts are complex or unconventional. It could be his ideas about life, career, philosophy, or even feelings about relationships. He doesn't measure his words to protect himself because he feels emotionally secure with you. You might notice him discussing topics he avoids with others, or spontaneously sharing random thoughts that reveal his personality. This behavior demonstrates that he sees you as a safe harbor, a person who will accept his mental and emotional state without bias. Sharing personal thoughts is also a subtle way of building intimacy. Each conversation deepens understanding and emotional closeness. When he consistently communicates without reservation, it's a quiet but undeniable sign of attachment, showing that your presence brings comfort and safety, allowing him to be fully transparent and authentic. 3. He lets his guard down around you. Men often maintain a protective barrier around themselves, masking insecurities, hiding emotions, and keeping a distance to avoid vulnerability. When he lets his guard down, it means he feels completely safe with you, enough to release this self-protective armor. He might laugh more freely, show frustration or sadness without shame, or act silly without concern for judgment. Small gestures, like leaning on you for comfort or admitting mistakes, indicate that he trusts you deeply. Letting the guard down is more than casual comfort. It's a conscious choice to expose emotional layers he usually shields. You'll notice him more relaxed in your presence, speaking openly, sharing intimate details, or expressing affection without hesitation. This is one of the most telling silent signs of emotional attachment. He values your acceptance over self-protection. When a man behaves this way, it's a subtle declaration. He feels emotionally anchored to you, confident that your bond is a safe space. Over time, this openness fosters deeper connection, mutual understanding, and emotional intimacy, revealing the profound trust he places in you without needing words. 4. He trusts you with his secrets. One of the clearest signs a man feels safe with you is that he shares secrets he wouldn't tell anyone else. These secrets might range from small personal habits to deeply personal experiences or emotions he's never disclosed before. Trusting someone with this level of intimacy requires confidence that the information will remain confidential and that sharing it won't make him feel judged or embarrassed. When a man opens up about his secrets, it signals that he sees you as a safe harbor, someone who can hold his inner world without causing harm. This could include fears from his past, private dreams, childhood experiences, or even struggles with insecurities. Unlike casual conversations with friends or colleagues, these revelations are reserved for someone he feels emotionally anchored to. He might test your reaction with smaller disclosures first, gradually revealing more sensitive details as trust deepens. Sharing secrets is more than conversation. It's an emotional investment. By letting you into this private sphere, he communicates silently that he values your judgment, empathy, and loyalty. This act, often done subtly, is a profound indicator of emotional attachment. It reflects that he feels completely safe being seen in his entirety by you, trusting that your bond will not falter even in the face of vulnerability. 5. He shows vulnerability only with you. Vulnerability is a sacred aspect of emotional intimacy. Most men carefully control when and where they show their softer side. If he only expresses vulnerability around you, like admitting fears, insecurities, or emotional pain, it means he feels uniquely secure in your presence. This could manifest in moments of quiet sadness, worry, or even tearfulness, which he hides from others. His selective vulnerability signals trust and emotional attachment. He believes you will respond with understanding and care rather than criticism or rejection. Men often fear being judged for weakness, but sharing these moments with you shows he feels your presence as a safe space where he can be fully human. Vulnerability also deepens emotional bonds. Each time he exposes his inner feelings, it creates a silent but powerful connection, reinforcing intimacy and trust. When a man saves this side of himself exclusively for you, it's a strong sign that he values your emotional support and feels anchored in the security of your relationship. He doesn't just want companionship. He seeks the reassurance that he can be open and authentic without consequence. 6. He seeks your advice in difficult situations. A man who feels safe with you doesn't hesitate to seek your guidance during challenging moments. This could be about personal dilemmas, career decisions, family issues, or emotional struggles. Seeking advice is a silent declaration of trust. It signals that he values your perspective and believes you understand him better than anyone else. Unlike casual friends, he turns to you not just for solutions but for reassurance and insight. By consulting you, he is exposing his vulnerability, acknowledging that he cannot navigate every problem alone. It's a subtle but profound way of showing emotional attachment. He relies on your wisdom and feels comforted knowing you are there to support him. The act of seeking advice demonstrates that he sees you as a partner in his emotional and practical life. It also shows respect and admiration for your judgment, revealing how much he values your role in his world. Over time, this behavior strengthens the bond, creating a dynamic of mutual trust, understanding, and intimacy. It silently communicates, "I need you, not just for comfort, but because I trust you to guide me through life's uncertainties." 7. He feels comfortable being himself around you. A man who feels emotionally safe with you doesn't feel the need to wear masks or put on a facade. He can be completely himself, quirks, habits, and all, without fear of judgment. This comfort manifests in small ways, like acting silly, sharing private jokes, or expressing opinions he might otherwise suppress around others. He might relax in posture, speak freely, or display gestures that reveal his authentic personality. This sense of ease is a silent but powerful indicator of attachment. He trusts that you accept him wholly, without trying to change or criticize him. Being fully authentic around someone is rare, as most people guard certain aspects of themselves out of fear or insecurity. When a man consistently demonstrates this comfort, it's a signal that he sees you as a safe harbor where he can express his true self. Over time, this behavior deepens intimacy, builds mutual understanding, and strengthens emotional bonds. The subtlety lies in his everyday actions, how he laughs more freely, shares ideas without hesitation, or simply relaxes when you are present. It shows that he values your acceptance over social pretense, which is one of the clearest signs of deep emotional attachment. 8. He confides about his past experiences. Sharing one's past requires immense trust because it exposes memories, vulnerabilities, and events that shaped who a person is. A man who confides in you about his past, childhood, failures, heartbreaks, or transformative experiences is signaling that he trusts you deeply. He believes you will listen with empathy, not judgment. These confessions reveal a desire to connect on a deeper emotional level. They might include moments he rarely discusses with friends or family, like past regrets, personal mistakes, or emotional scars. By opening up about his history, he allows you to understand him fully, bridging the gap between his private world and your shared reality. This is not casual conversation. It is a silent invitation to witness his authentic self. The act demonstrates emotional attachment because it shows he feels safe exposing sensitive parts of his life only to you. He values your understanding and empathy, and each disclosure strengthens the trust and intimacy between you. 9. He expresses emotions he hides from others. Many men are conditioned to suppress emotions such as sadness, fear, or insecurity. However, when he expresses these emotions around you, emotions he otherwise hides from friends, colleagues, or even family, it signals profound trust and emotional safety. He may show frustration, disappointment, joy, or vulnerability without holding back, revealing the depths of his inner world. Expressing hidden emotions is more than sharing feelings. It is a silent acknowledgement that he trusts you to handle his emotional truths with care. These moments allow him to release emotional tension and form a deeper bond with you. You might notice subtle cues, like lingering eye contact, pauses before speaking, or a softening in tone, small indicators that he is opening his inner world to you exclusively. This behavior is a powerful sign of emotional attachment because it demonstrates that he feels safe enough to be raw and authentic. Over time, consistently sharing these hidden emotions builds intimacy and reinforces the idea that your presence is a secure emotional anchor in his life. 10. He relaxes completely when you're near. One of the clearest signs a man feels emotionally safe with you is his ability to relax entirely in your presence. Around others, he might appear tense, guarded, or overly cautious, but with you, he lets go of those defenses. This relaxation can be subtle. His posture softens, his breathing becomes steadier, or he smiles more naturally. He may laugh freely, speak without overthinking, or simply enjoy quiet moments without the pressure to perform or impress. Feeling this level of ease signifies that he trusts you completely, He doesn't fear judgment or rejection. Relaxation also indicates emotional comfort. He knows he can be present without needing to hide insecurities or maintain appearances. Over time, these relaxed interactions build a deep sense of intimacy, signaling that he associates your presence with safety, calm, and emotional stability. It's a silent, powerful expression of attachment, showing that you are a person with whom he can be fully authentic, without pretense. 11. He asks for your opinion on important matters. When a man consistently seeks your input on significant decisions, whether about his career, finances, or personal life, it's a clear sign that he values your perspective deeply. This behavior reflects trust, respect, and emotional attachment because he's willing to share his decision-making process with you. Asking for advice also demonstrates vulnerability. He's exposing his uncertainties and relying on your judgment. Unlike casual acquaintances or friends, he reserves this behavior for someone he feels emotionally connected to, someone whose opinion carries weight in his heart and mind. By involving you in important matters, he shows that he sees you as a partner, confidant, and a stabilizing presence in his life. This silent but meaningful act reinforces emotional intimacy, illustrating that he trusts you to guide him thoughtfully and cares about your thoughts as much as his own. It's more than seeking advice. It's a subtle way of saying, I value your insight, and I want you to be part of my life's journey. 12. He shows his true personality around you. A man who reveals his true personality around you is demonstrating one of the most profound signs of emotional safety. Outside your presence, he may feel the need to conform, impress, or hide traits that he thinks might be judged. With you, however, he lets those masks fall, allowing his quirks, humor, and authentic self to shine. This openness includes how he talks, gestures, or even reacts emotionally. He is unfiltered and genuine. Revealing one's true personality requires trust. It indicates that he feels accepted, valued, and understood by you. It also signals emotional attachment because he consciously chooses to share who he is at his core, creating a bond built on authenticity. You may notice subtle behaviors, playful teasing, honest opinions, spontaneous laughter, or candid expressions of joy or frustration. Over time, consistently displaying his true self fosters a deep emotional connection, showing that he feels safe enough to be seen in his entirety, without the need to hide behind facades. It's a quiet yet powerful sign that he values your presence and emotional support profoundly. 13. He feels calm during stressful moments with you. A man who feels emotionally safe with you doesn't crumble under pressure alone. He finds calm in your presence during stressful or challenging moments. While others may trigger anxiety or defensiveness in him, your presence provides a sense of stability and reassurance. This doesn't mean he stops facing difficulties. It means he feels supported and anchored when life becomes overwhelming. You may notice him speaking more clearly, breathing easier, or approaching problems with less tension when you're around. This calmness is a silent sign of trust. He believes that you are someone he can rely on emotionally, someone whose presence doesn't judge or exacerbate his stress. It also signals emotional attachment because he chooses to seek comfort from you rather than internalizing pressure alone. Over time, these moments create a subtle but powerful bond, where he associates you with safety, stability, and emotional refuge. It's a deep, unspoken way of showing that you are central to his emotional well-being. 14. He shares his dreams and ambitions freely. When a man feels safe and emotionally connected, he openly shares his aspirations, dreams, and long-term goals with you. Unlike casual acquaintances, he doesn't need to hold back or feel self-conscious about appearing ambitious, unrealistic, or vulnerable. Sharing dreams is a form of trust. It indicates that he values your insight, support, and belief in his potential. He might talk about career goals, personal projects, or life plans, seeking your encouragement or simply inviting you into his vision. This openness signals attachment because he wants you to be part of his journey and considers your presence integral to his future. It also reflects emotional intimacy. He trusts you enough to reveal not only who he is today but who he hopes to become. By sharing these ambitions freely, He demonstrates that he sees you as someone who will celebrate his successes and support him through challenges, reinforcing a sense of mutual investment and connection. 15. He acts without pretending or hiding anything. Finally, one of the strongest signs a man feels safe with you is that he behaves authentically, without pretending or hiding parts of himself. There's no facade, no attempt to impress, and no emotional disguise. He expresses his opinions honestly, shows his true reactions, and embraces his quirks openly. This authenticity is rare because most men feel the need to filter their behavior around others to avoid judgment or rejection. When he drops these masks around you, it signals deep emotional trust and attachment. He knows he can be fully human, flaws, emotions, and all, without fear of losing your respect or affection. Acting without pretension also strengthens the bond between you, creating a genuine and comfortable dynamic where both of you can be honest and open. This behavior is a silent but profound declaration. He trusts you completely and feels emotionally anchored in your presence. Over time, this authenticity fosters intimacy, security, and mutual understanding, making your connection strong, resilient, and deeply meaningful.